decided to join Savage's server, pretend to be me, and just go on a rant about pedophilia and femboy. And literally, the entire reason I did the whole femboy joke thing was because he made a video calling me a femboy. So it was just a joke to make fun of him.
Oh, I'm not surprised, man. All right. Okay, everyone. Welcome to the interview with the main man, Dirttheif. Do you want me to call you Dirttheif, Matt, or...
Matt, Dirttheif, Martino, Matt, I don't
Okay.
really care anymore,
All
to be
right.
perfectly honest.
I'm just saying, if I accidentally call you Dirt, it's not to take the piss. It's just that I say people's names easier. I've got a friend called Alfie. I just call him Alf. It's nothing. I'm not trying to be a prick about it or anything.
Yeah, I just don't like being called dirt because for some reason it makes me feel like I am being called like the literal brown thing that you find outside under the grass.
Fair enough. I can't blame you there.
Right?
I can't blame
Like,
you.
I have a point.
All right, okay. I'm gonna start going with the questions. If you feel uncomfortable, just let me know, and we'll skip.
See.
I don't want anything to turn to shit today. All right, so like, when did you first uploading to like YouTube? Like, how long ago?
I don't know. I would know if the original channel wasn't taken down because of bullshit.
All right, yeah.
I believe it was like 4 or 3 years ago in like I think it was like January 11th of like 2019 or 18. I'm not too sure.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, nah, because I remember making videos when I was really young. I was just going along with whatever craze there was going, mate. Honestly, just trying to hit the algorithm, which is fucking impossible to do now. Like YouTube.
Yeah, and also it's also impossible to get YouTube support to work because they just say your channel violated community guidelines.
Like how did they mention what video or what?
No. All I got was no. I just got this. I got your channel has been terminated for many violations of community guidelines.
Fucking hell, that's mad.
Like, if there's a problem, I would like to know the problem so it can be solved.
Yep. I mean, fair enough.
Like, you can't
YouTube
fix a
is
problem if you don't know what the problem is.
It's gone downhill in the past couple years, if not longer. Like they just got money hungry. They'll only vote like I can't remember who I said it to, but they'll only unban you if you're like popular and it looks bad on them if they don't. Like you see what I mean? Unless
Mhm.
it
Also, also a femboy subreddit got mad at me, so they decided to not only get my main account banned, my main Reddit account, but also just get my entire phone IP banned, meaning I can no longer go on Reddit.
of course, I just don't bother with Reddit, to be honest. I hate it. Like,
I mainly would keep up with Reddit to look at cat pictures.
fair enough. Um,
Like,
how did you like come up with the name Dirttheif though?
I don't really remember. I was like 6 or 7.
All right, was it like an old Xbox gamer tag or something?
No, it actually became one after I thought of it.
I respect it. I respect it. It's like I've gone through so many fucking names in the like past years, couple years. Is honestly I don't know. I can't remember how many. It's just constantly changing. But like, fair enough for sticking to your fucking name this entire time.
Mhm.
Um,
I have actually changed the channel name many times. The name of this account is The Real Dirt Thief because that was the original name of the old channel. Then once I got my black belt, it became The Real Black Belt Dirt Thief. Then I just made it Dirt Thief Entertainment. And then I finally made it Dirt Thief because I just wanted to make it Dirt Thief, but for some weird reason, YouTube would not let me make it just one word.
all right, let's see. Like, so going like this is what were you doing before like you joined all the DDLC community and all that? Because you seem to have like a mad ride on your time on YouTube and stuff.
I think it was mainly Stellaris, actually.
All right, and you're like getting back into that now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've actually been wanting to, but I haven't been able to get it to work because old computers are garbage at running games with mods.
Yeah, nah, trust. with Max, man. I used to have a MacBook,
Yeah,
and you could not run anything on that.
yeah, actually, the funny thing is the reason I actually got into DDLC was because I was scrolling through YouTube once, and I randomly got recommended Markiplier's series on it.
Oh yeah, I think that's how most people find out. PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, those three mainly were the ones.
Yeah, so then I decided to trick my dad into thinking it was just a regular game to torture him for series.
I've never known someone to do that before, to be honest.
Well, it's more of a comedic thing. I also once made him play Dead Space for a video.
All right, I see. Um,
And I also made him play Bendy.
so you made a lot of videos, obviously, in your time on YouTube. But like, what's the process of making them? Because I'm quite
Well,
curious. Just like how,
I film them.
yeah.
I film them mainly with Streamlabs, the worst screen recorder I think I've ever did see. Literally on the old computer, it would literally just like skip frames, which now it doesn't do on the new one. Oh, also, it will also keep recording if my computer's closed, which I don't get because what is it recording?
All right. Yeah. No.
It just records like a white screen, and like if I restart my computer or something, like say there's a glitch and I have to restart my computer, I lose all that footage I was filming.
I see. I mean, Streamlabs is a pain in the ass for me because I've got a widescreen monitor and it doesn't like fit the resolution of the monitor, so I have to like cut like the two ends of the screen off if I want to record like gameplay or something, which is a bit of a ball ache. Because
Yeah. Oh, and it gets better. When I would stream on the old channel, I, it would have a fit when I tried to respond to comments on the Streamlabs thing. I would literally have to open YouTube to respond to the comments.
Yeah, nah, it is a ball ache, Streamlabs. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, why give me the ability to see the comments and the ability to and like literally the ability to type something, but not the ability to send the message?
Ah, I see. Right. Now we're gonna start getting onto stuff that's happened into the past year. So, like, when did you first like find out about Savage? Because this is where it basically all started to like get all fucked up in the community, essentially.
Let me check the exact date because I don't remember the exact date. I actually think it was, when he made that video, like that DDLC slander, when he had a. Can you actually put Savage in the thing for a second? Because I would like to ask if he remembers the date, the exact date that came out when he first mentioned.
All right, Savage, come in here, mate.
Hey, yo.
What's going
You
on?
just so happen to remember the date you made that video, that slander video where you mentioned?
Let's see. I could pull it up real quick. It would have been sometime in June.
Yeah, I'm currently like scrolling through YouTube looking for it, and I guarantee we all don't want to deal with me scrolling through YouTube for like 10 minutes looking for one video.
He's probably made a playlist, to be honest, on them all. Because you made quite a couple.
It's June 12th.
The 12th of April?
Yeah, June
What?
12th this year.
June 12th.
June 12th. Right.
Yeah, I actually think the first person who actually told me about you, Savage, was actually Mouse Potato. It was Potato.
That's pretty epic.
Right, I'll get you back in later. That's all I need to know.
All right.
Right. So yeah, all right. That's cool.
It's
what do
funny
you
now.
think-
A Potato now hates me, thinking I've gone to the path of no return because of the whole pedo bullshit.
I was gonna ask who is like this Mouse Potato, because I've basically speed around the community. I still don't know like half the people who are like involved, who have been involved over the past like half a year.
I've made Yandere Gaming hate me because I asked him to join my podcast.
All right. Oh, is Mouse Potato him then?
No, Mouse Potato and Yandere are two different people. Mouse Potato hates me because of the Pinto bullshit. Thinks that like I went past the point of no return when I've stated multiple times I was being an idiot, knew it was an alt, and trying to get information.
All right. Okay.
Because, tell me, isn't that something you could see me doing?
I was gonna get into that like later, so if you wanna, we can like talk about that later because I wasn't expected to.
Oh, Savage, you're gonna love this. The best part of the Pinto bullshit, one of the only good parts, was when Caleb heard about it. Heard about it, he actually broke all contact with me, saying he doesn't agree with anything, with any of it.
All right.
The pedo bullshit I had to like the pedo lies I had to say to Pinto to like try to get information, like made like Caleb like distance himself from me.
Honestly, I honestly I don't know who any of these people are.
Caleb Presley, logical shift. If I'm correct, Savage, and you can correct me on this if I'm wrong. Confirmed pedophile, if I'm correct.
If you just put it in the interview chat, I'll quickly show that. All right. Well, this is yes. Okay. All right. Okay, I see now. So that's at least. Well, there are a lot of pedophiles in this community for sure. They're
like Duga Sushi.
No, 100%. Mate, this guy was posting like really fucked up shit. Honestly, I might have to interview him.
You know,
I might have
you know, I actually think that I'm if I'm correct, I'm actually the reason one of his most recent channels got taken down.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, no,
because
he was trying to defend you, wasn't he, or something? I'm not 100% sure.
I don't. It's too good. Like, who really understands that man?
No, I do want to ask something about that later, but like,
yeah.
I just want
so
to
like,
ask. Sorry, I just want to ask.
This is
quickly. What are your thoughts on like Savage though? Even though he's here, just honest thought. I don't think he'll take any offense. Just like now.
I don't think Savage is capable of being offended. To be perfectly honest.
Got a point there. You don't give a fuck, man.
Like I originally thought, like Savage, I originally saw you as this like egotistical dickhead. But now I just see you as sort of just like, and I feel like this is because of like the back and forth we had. I have, or well, kind of still technically have, because this interview has. I'm gonna stop going on that little rant because that makes no sense. Anyway, so I kind of have a bit of respect for you now, which I feel like is because of the back and forth.
I mean, that's been going on.
And also, Sarge, I see you as.
Like that.
Yeah, Sarge,
something like that.
Yeah, I basically see you as talking about me because you knew that would make you popular. So like, right? And so that you literally just did that to get popular.
Like, adding on to that, your name gets views, bro. Honestly, when I made this, like, This Community is Awful video, like, 2 weeks ago, I was not expecting a video, like, a channel I had made in a week to get that many views at all. You bring views. Yeah. I'd be impressed, man. If that was me, I'd be fucking impressed.
Maybe YouTube should learn about how great I am.
I mean, to be fair, nowadays, like, fucking controversial shit, like, content, it gets views. I look at Andrew Tate and, like, Sneeko, mate, how, like, they've gained a huge following from it. It's just all about controversial shit now.
Yeah, and I'm like the main reason Savage is a big YouTuber now.
I mean, 170 was like 170 odd K views. That's insane to go on YouTube.
Yeah, like I am the whole reason Savage is big. Just like my name got you big, Savage. So you're welcome.
See what Hats
also
say about that later, I guess. I don't know what
that is okay. I was half joking when I said that.
Oh yeah, no, it's all good. I just I'll see later. But like, so coming to what we were talking about earlier, when the congrats Dirttheif video come out, like, what was your initial thought on it? Did you think it was like a joke, or like, did you see it as like an attack?
At that point, I was still sort of in a panic attack. So my thought process was, shit, the whole Pinto thing was Savage like I thought, and he's going to try to use that to get me arrested for no reason.
I mean, I don't think I don't know if this road. Obviously, that's long gone now. But it's like I don't think you get arrested for that. There's no proof that the person, unless they come out showing evidence like it was an actual 11-year-old. But like, people just
also. The worst part is actually, and this is actually the reason I asked Savage to take it down, was because I was on an app talking to people, and like I was talking to a girl. I say the channel name, she searches it up, sees that video, and starts asking me why I was flirting with an 11-year-old.
Oh shit! So like, what was it? Did like this pin? Obviously, I don't think it wasn't an actual person. Now I guess it wasn't.
Most likely, it was Duga.
Oh. But it like, what? Like, how did the messages start out then?
They actually joined my fan server, which was like saying they were in love with me. So I was like, so me being me, because like you all know I have like a weird like phobia of being loved for some weird reason.
You're not the only one. I'll tell you that. I know people that are like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I DM'd them and saying like, "Why do you love me? What's so great about me?"
All right.
Hello, Limit.
It's Limit 99. He's here.
Oh, you gave me stage already.
I didn't know you had that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Limit, I thought you had a completely different voice, to be perfectly honest.
What'd you say?
I thought you would have had like a deeper voice for some weird reason.
No.
Oh, you sound kind of fucked right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, what now?
You sound kind of high. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sick.
Oh, you're sick. All right. Fair enough.
Also, like Limit, since you're here, you know how you have your you have your Discord status as like that suspected terrorist copy paste thing.
When I did have it, yeah. Right now, I think it's in result of not getting the attention I deserve. I'll start causing problems on purpose.
So I made a video. I actually made a video joking about that. I'm like, "Oh, are they a terrorist?" And I think you even know this one because I call it "Are Savage's fans terrorists?"
Oh my god!
Right, and it was literally a joke. Like I literally put a disclaimer in it saying that it was a joke.
Well, it's a good thing I'm only a fan of one thing, and that's 3 Days Grace. Other than that, I just watch people and enjoy their videos.
Yeah, like literally like what I did. Like literally in the video, and like I feel like you should watch this. I tried to do like that like voice that like every insane person in movies have when they're doing like when they're having like conspiracy boards.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was like doing that. I was making it obviously a joke. And this like, and then my parents see it and they're just like, "You can't do this. That's bullying."
Honestly, at this point, all right. So SBPS. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to mute myself or?
Oh yeah, if you just put yourself in the audience or something, and then I'll at the end
I'll just sit here being mute.
Oh, sounds good then. That's all right. All right.
Sounds like Limit's mic was breaking for a bit.
I think he's getting one, or that might be Nova. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway.
Nova's the one getting a mic.
So essentially, what was I gonna ask now? Oh yeah. So after what was obviously the main point of Savage's original video was all on the Just Ko to Noha shit. Like,
because that was the only thing that happened at the time.
Yeah. But like, what was the development from your perspective? Like, what was the team like while in development?
I'm not really too sure because again, I was having panic attacks.
All right.
Right. And some parts of the team, some are actually still with me. Some are actually on my SCPRP server, SCP United, which is basically because we had problems with the old one, so now we have United.
Yeah.
Found it fitting. Anyway, this is also part of Potato. Like Magma could probably also give a perspective of this.
Okay.
Right. Where like I slowly started becoming insane. Like literally there was I think it was from Potato literally post saying like make sure Matt doesn't know about Savage's video on him.
I think that's kind of hard to do to be at this point.
Especially when you post a link to it on a server I'm in.
Oh right. That's... But like,
and this is actually funny. At the time, my response seeing that was, "Who the fuck is Savage?"
all right. Oh yeah, no, because you only heard of him, of course. I
Like
see.
that was like the second time I heard of his existence.
Was it like a shock when he uploaded like his original video? Like, were you just
Well,
was it out of the blue, in your opinion?
Kinda, because I never expected to be well known at all.
Just
I feel like we're all that way.
I guess.
But like, Savage, would you mind putting in the interview chat, like saying like if you also felt that way? Because like I feel like no one ever expects that they're gonna be this well-known like person, and then all of a sudden they just are.
Hey, Savage, you could also request to speak in this interview if you want to.
I'm gonna do a lot of other people's questions in the end, unless you're directly involved in this. I'll leave questions to the end. If that sounds good.
Alright.
So, but like, are you still making the mod now, or is it just like?
Well, right now I need to actually get a team. I actually asked Redacted to help me get a team.
All right, yeah.
Because I was thinking Redacted would know people.
It's because obviously the original game's coding in like Python, isn't it? Or it's made in like an engine, like a VN engine.
I think it's RenPy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think RenPy is the engine used or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. RenPy and Python are the main modding engines.
Thank you. So I didn't ask Redacted to do this, but he made a post on r/DDLC mods, saying, "Oh, remember Dirttheif? He wants a team to make just Konoha." They apparently, according to them, to Redacted, finished the mod instantly. And so I was gonna play it for video. I actually think may still have I actually think I deleted the recording. It would be funny if I still had it. Because guess what it turns out it was?
What?
That VA shitpost mod.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember someone playing through it.
Which, if I'm correct, was just made because people were mad at me for having a panic attack.
It's just people on the internet nowadays. You can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and I love how I've made it public that I've had a panic attack. And you look at what I did during the drama, and it's obvious that I had that I was going through panic attacks during it, right?
Yeah.
Because hell, if I was lying about the whole panic attack thing, wouldn't I be going on some massive rant about how Savage is a terrible person?
I guess it's
all
down to the person's interpretation of what they see. Everyone sees in different ways. Some people it's I'm not saying people will just fucking you off with your panic attack. Some people might just not notice. Some people there's a lot of people on the internet who ain't smart. I mean, take a look at fucking Durgasuchi. He's a fucking idiot. But there are going to be people like him. There's no doubt about that. But it's you're always going to get people. It's inevitable. You'll have people like that. That's the issue. But why pick Kotonoha a filler character in mods out of any other character?
I literally just the idea literally popped into my head. I'm like, I think Savage talked about this in his video. Savage, you can correct me in the interview chat if I'm wrong. But you talked about how I made a posting why isn't there just mod a Monica After Story mod for an OC? That might be interesting.
I see.
By the way, so now that I remembered, there is just Tiffany, not just Tiffany, just Tina. You should try that. It's actually surprisingly good. I had a video on it on the old channel.
I don't think I know who that OC is, to be honest.
If I'm correct, Tiff, not Tiff. Why am I thinking of the rapper from Take Two? Tina is from Fleeting Feelings, if I'm correct. That's the name of the mod. And another mod, I actually have spoken a bit to the person who made her.
All right.
And it actually gets funny. Because because of the word mate was used by her.
All right.
In just Tina. And you know my love of watching Isaac Butterfield, right?
No, can't say I do, to be honest.
Well, it's an Australian comedian who does offensive jokes. I actually think I've sent Savage a link to one of his videos.
All right.
Yes, I'm all too familiar.
Yeah. So because of that, so because of him, I assumed the word. I'm like, for some reason, mate, like, forgot that mate was a Brit. Like calling people mate was a British thing too. So I was giving Tina a British not a British. Yeah, I can't talk. An Australian accent.
Like mom.
And after the person who made her told me that she's actually British, I actually thought about making a shirt that has would have like Tina holding up like the British flag, like, I'm not Australian.
You got to get her right. If you want true, like, British teenager woman, fake tan, puffer jacket, smoking a cigarette. That's all of them over here, man. I'll tell you that.
I was just gonna take like a Sprite, edit it a bit, and then put it on a T-shirt with the Union Jack.
Fair enough. Right.
Yeah, that's what I think of when I'm half asleep.
So, moving off of the whole just like Hotonoto and Savage thing now, we're gonna get onto someone that I fucking dislike, and I know everyone here I know everyone here dislikes him, but it's
You didn't say hated. We all hate the man.
Yeah, we know. You already know. It's Durgasaki. When did you first meet him?
Oh,
Actually,
at this point.
I first met him when the guy actually joined Just Code Noah server. Right. And he actually messaged me, like, and then like asked me to do an NSFW RP with him.
Of course he do.
Which I went along with because I was confused.
I'm gonna probably regret asking this, but what was he saying, or like what were you saying to each other? Was it just?
I actually think you know his whole nude boxing obsession.
Oh yeah.
Go boxing porn. Let's go.
That was one of the main things in it. And it was. I actually think I sent Savage some of the screenshots because I was like, "Yeah, Savage, you want a pedo? I'll give you a pedo. Here's Duga Sushi."
We all know too well what's occurred since then.
Literally, I asked him why he does NSFW RPs with minors because at the time he did that with me, I was 16.
All right.
So I'm technically still a minor, even though in my state 16 is the legal age of consent. I know that because literally one of my friends, old friends from like an old school, said he was excited to become 16 so he could finally have sex with his British girlfriend.
Right. Yeah, we're the same age, I think. You're 17 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. All right. Same page.
Yeah. And so I once asked Duga why he does NSFW like RPs with minors. Guess what his response was. I'll let everyone who's speaking guess. Actually, I'll let everyone, even in the audience.
Impersonation of I Show Speed quickly. Minors.
Yeah,
I love minor women.
I'm just sitting here trying to fix something I've been making for a while.
His response was because it's my hobby.
Fucking hell, man. That's the most
NSFW
answer.
Like,
literally, the guy's hobby is, like, fantasizing about having boxing sex with kids.
Logic so funny moments.
To be honest, that is a sentence I never thought I don't understand his whole boxing porn obsession.
I've never met someone who has that kind of stuff. I've spoke to a few
I didn't even know that was a thing till I found out Duga Sushi exists.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, I was speaking to my friends about it. It was like, it just come out of nowhere. Like people talking about like fucking fetishes or something like weird, like feet fetishes, and like just taking the piss out of it. I was like, yeah. Have you ever heard of boxing porn? Because there's this guy in the server I'm with, and he just loves it, and he just posts it, and I'm like, and they just all started fucking taking the piss, man. Like, how could you not?
Like what's so like I get women having a boxing fetish because it's like two buff dudes punching each other. Like that makes sense,
But
right?
Well, we all know that. Oh, that means Durga's fucking, what is it, submissive or what he's called it. He probably wants some woman to beat him up or something.
He wants a dummy mommy.
100%.
To be honest, Savage, I never thought I'd hear you say that, and it's for some reason hilarious coming out of your mouth.
What do you mean I say that all the time?
I was gonna say, I swear I've heard you say that before.
I don't think I have.
I've said it like 10 times on the last stream.
Oh, I don't really watch your streams. To be
yeah,
okay,
you definitely did.
I'm pretty sure you
on the topic
saying it in the
on the topic of your
videos
stream,
as well.
Savage, I was once planning to join one of your streams just for a little joke to make a little reference to one of my old videos. I actually think I made the same joke. I may have made the same joke on the episode of my podcast you were in. Does this sound familiar? Mummy!
I don't really remember.
Like
that was just that was a 2-hour blur there.
yeah. Mumbly, Dr. Mumbly is a Life of Luxury character. Life of Luxury, you probably heard me mention that name a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Life of Luxury is bad ghost hunters. Like I'll read you some of their titles right now. Her son can't stop growing at night. It was hiding in the closet. He loves to watch her sleep. He'd soon be allowed to have a daughter. He thought her little brother was dead. It waits till you fall asleep. Something's different about her little brother.
Oh dear.
Like literally what?
This community is just a different breed, man. Honestly.
Like Life of Luxury is not DDLC. They're just like they're just their own. Like I don't even know what to consider Life of Luxury as. And then there's Dolphin Man.
Right.
Well, what?
There's a man. They actually have, and this is beautiful. They have their own wiki, and Dolphin Man is on it. His powers are his powers, and this is beautiful, are listed as screeching, and it says screeching because he chased Parker and Chester, the two people, out of the house, going "Ram!"
But like,
and also creativity because he's a dude who painted himself gray and was wearing a diaper.
sounds like fucking what's it, Mysterium from South Park. Kenny, like Kenny superhero self. I don't know if any of you watched that.
Yeah, it's that definitely sounds like Mysterio.
And then you have their other channels. Their other channels are also just absolute gems. You have Luxury Dark, where like those stupid we bought this off the dark web videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where they do that bullshit. Yeah, they did some
box of used tampons off the dark web, guys.
It's like all bullshit. Like you have some of their more recent dark web videos from we bought a dog off the dark web, where they buy, and I'm not joking, and this is what one of the I don't know if it's in this particular video, but it's in one of their videos where guess what the dogs and cats are labeled on these dark web pet as?
What?
Love dogs and love cats.
Bro, that's definitely not sussy wussy.
So
like that just sounds. And then after the dog bought they bought a best friend off the dark web.
Just sounds like they're buying some fuck doll or something. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, and then they found a girlfriend on the dark web, and Savage, if you want to later on, I would love to show you some of these for a video because that would be hilarious to get your reaction to all these. Where you have I'm not sure if it's this particular one, but there's one where it's a girl who gets all close to Chester and asks him if he wants her to be his little doggy.
The fuck?
And then they tell her. And then there's the We Bought a Clown Off the Dark Web video series where it's funny. The first one has a red balloon spins and then goes like, "I did it."
I'm not gonna lie. When they say we brought something off the dark web, it's probably just some like fucking sex site. I'm not gonna lie. It's more close to that than the dark web.
Oh, they also bought a parasite off the dark web.
Okay, now that's just stupid.
Like, and
Yeah.
to quote Chester in the video, didn't you always want a pet that you both fear and love?
All right.
No. And this is actually the mumbly video. Chester gets the parasite in him. So they go to Chester's doctor because he doesn't have medical insurance. And it's just some fat dude in a house eating beans who doesn't wash his hands, takes pictures of the gowns, and turns around and goes, "My."
But like,
That's
back on
cool
track
and all,
now.
but I'm pretty sure my man has more questions to ask you.
Yeah, I know. I was just getting on a life of luxury rant.
But like,
I once ranted about palm trees. I've a weird habit of going on weird tangents.
happens to the best of us. But like, back to the man. I mean, the nonce. Sorry.
I don't think Duga even counts as a man anymore. I just
He's fucking 21 and like mine is he's a nonce. That's what we're calling from now on. Fuck yeah. I'm calling him a nonce. That's it.
he actually once told me that he's rich.
Oh, he doesn't sound it.
And
Rich and like chromosomes more like. I'm not gonna lie.
like his thing is he then later on said, "Let's just say I'm a grown man who still lives with my parents because I have nowhere else to go."
That doesn't surprise me. But like, what do you think on his recent antics, like in the past couple of weeks? Because he's been on and off.
To be honest, with the pedo shit from him, really expected it.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I should say "I told you so" to Savage.
I'm not saying that he wasn't a pedo, but it just seemed like he was mostly just trolling for the most part. It wasn't worthy making a video on him just to give him more attention he doesn't deserve.
I mean,
no, it's now it would probably almost get you as much as a video on me.
The thing that ticked me off with when I made my video on him was that he did send like pictures of miners doing like NSFW things, which is like obviously I wasn't gonna show it because I ain't into that. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want anyone else to. But yeah, no, that's when it crossed the line. Like you take it's a bit too far if it is a troll.
And I think we can agree, someone having CP on them is like the telltale sign of them being a pedophile.
100%.
Right? And
it doesn't matter if you're trying to distribute it for money. I'm still gonna fucking label you as a nonce.
Yeah, and after Duga made his apology videos to like you and like Redacted.
Yeah.
I made a community post saying like, "Oh, Duga, where's my apology?" I was like half joking. And then I said I would make the reaction video to it where I basically just called him out. And the main reason I was telling Duga to make an apology to me was, and I think we all can agree this would be amazing, is for Duga to list off every single person he's ever pissed off and to apologize to them all in one video.
No, that's impossible. He can't do that. His brain capacity can't fucking figure out anything. Like
he literally once made a server to hate on me. A bunch of people start hating on him. Same with me. And then there was one person who joined, right? And it's like this random Gacha Life YouTuber.
Alright, yeah.
She starts screeching at me, calling me a terrible person because she believes I'm a friend of Duga's. and then me and Potato calm her down. We're like, listen, no one's friends with that idiot.
I just want to ask a question. Is the Gacha community worse than the FNF and DDLC community?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't go into the Gacha Life community because who the fuck really cares?
Yeah, no, but I know that's just a place. It's basically there's children, and then there's pedophiles. There's no normal people. It's just them two.
There is no in between.
Yeah, exactly.
If if I'm literally, I think I actually said this in my reaction video where I said, Duga, no one gives a shit about about the Gacha Life community. Why are you apologizing to them?
Yeah, it's honestly it's a fucking no man's land that fucking community is.
I think one of the main reasons it is that is because I actually think most of them actually are just like little kids who want to be YouTubers, and that's the only way they can do it.
100%.
Which
I'm pretty sure it takes like you don't even have to edit anything. You just make it and just screen record it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's just like, didn't Duga even sound like gacha not gacha life
no, he
boxing
did.
porn?
So in the video, when I did mention these, I did show a picture of.
Well, a cropped
censored,
picture, obviously.
Yeah, cropped. And then I just drew out all the like top half, but you could tell that the character he sent was nude and the boxing gloves. But yeah, no, he did. Yeah, essentially he did do that.
And then like after I made that community post asking about like where my apology is, sadly you can't watch this anymore. Because after I made a video on this, Duga took down all of his videos.
All right.
He made a response video to that community tab post.
Yeah, I
which
do
was
remember seeing that.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, no, I did watch it. It was like 30 seconds though, wasn't it? It wasn't long.
Like he ends it with Dirttheif, I wish you luck.
Yeah, no, it's obvious it's a bullshit.
I'm like, I'm like, fuck off, Duga. Like, the only person Duga Sushi cares about is Duga Sushi.
Like, all right, moving on from fucking Durga retard or whatever his name is.
I have to say this first. Did you know I actually did make a response video to his apology?
Yeah, no, I think I did see that on my feed.
I'm mainly asking if Limit and Savage knew this.
I think I was paying any attention.
Oh, so I made a video going, I accept your apology, Duga, and I like this whole thing, and I'm like, hello, Duga, I accept your apology. This is a speech I made to show you how much I accept it. Right on the field.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that in your server.
That's it. I think
the Rickroll.
And Mall Sith Man agrees with me when I say, what better way to tell Duga to go fuck himself?
Bait the little fucker. That's what I say. Right, moving on to the
more pleasant matters.
I don't think this is pleasant because, like Savage said, this person has committed acts of bioterrorism. I don't know if you've had any interactions with this person, but Yuri Jacqueline Jackson or whatever the name. Have you ever spoke to her?
Jackson. Jackson Corey.
He's had plenty of interactions with him.
You like? What's your thoughts on?
I actually think the first I heard of Jackson or Jacqueline or whatever they want to go by, I don't really give a shit anymore. Was because someone named like Luigi something. It was a long time ago. I really don't remember the name. Messaged me claiming to be Jackson's friend, telling me to talk to them, and it's like, and like my entire plan was like, I actually originally did not plan to even make a video on Jackson.
All right.
Yeah, my original plan was talk to him on Discord, get through to him through Discord. Right?
Yeah.
Like I talk to him through Discord, get through to him through Discord, and then he said I'm a troll and blocked me after. Like, go to the hospital. Maybe you can save people by talking to a therapist. I actually think those were in my first video on Jackson. Right? And then you have Jackson saying then you have Jackson saying he blocked me, and then you have him asking who I am again because you already told him not to scroll up. And then you have him blocking me again. Then you have me making the first video I made on him as sort of just like the only way I could think of to get through to him.
Yeah, no. I've only spoke to Jackson in like comment sections because they commented on my video and I did comment on theirs when they talked about Durgasuchi. I was like, I've never had any issues with them per se. But
And it's funny. The funny part about this is, after I made that first video on Jackson, I actually got a comment on it telling me that that if I want to help someone, help him really, I should have taken it up in Discord DMs.
yeah, nah.
I did. I tried that. Right?
Like, what do you think? Like, what's your opinions like on what their actions, what they've done? Because
Like,
honestly, they've done some, from what I've
it's
heard, is disgusting shit.
like I just feel bad for Jackson. Like, I feel like I literally had Jackson on my server and made him an admin as like an attempt to gain his trust.
Oh yeah.
Like, my goal was to gain his trust. My my entire thought process behind gaining his trust, and I think I already explained this to Savage, but explain this to everyone who doesn't know, was I gained Jackson's trust, and I could convince him to go to the hospital.
I mean,
My
obviously,
entire plan.
he said he made the videos, or I don't know anymore. They made the video saying I'm fine, I'm getting help, I'm not dead, like I faked my death and that, and then it was all normal for a while. It seemed everything was going alright, and now it's just descended into madness. I've sent links to Savage's server of they've now deleted them, but there was one like why killing is an art or something, and then
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
that
why
was
killing is good.
yeah.
that was Jackson's old videos.
Yeah, I think they re-uploaded it or something, but they've
Actually,
gone
if
full
I'm
circle.
correct, yeah, if I'm correct, and I'm saying this because he also archived and re-uploaded some of my old ones. That the newer Jackson Corey channel may actually just be Duga Sushi.
Doesn't surprise me. Anything can be. He's got all the fucking spam emails in the world now. That guy has. But
I literally in the comments of the video of me saying, like, reacting to Duga's apologies, literally was account claiming to be Jackson saying, and I quote, he is sorry, he's gonna change.
yeah, no, because Jackson did make a video calling him out for being such a disgusting piece of shit.
Mhm.
So they're definitely back,
like-
and it's the same channel as well. Like
Mhm.
they're doing all,
Yeah.
they're gone like full circle round again.
Yeah, and Savage, tell me, they're actually changing? They're doing it for the better. Does that's like something Jackson would ever say?
Not really. No.
No, like Jackson would be a lot more aggressive with it.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Like I literally once made a video on like VR where I was like playing Gun Club VR until my headset died because I was gonna do a longer one. I didn't realize it was uncharged. Jackson literally commented on it saying, "You should put one to your head."
doesn't surprise me. Like I think with because they uploaded a video today. It was like screenshots of an old thread in Savage's server, and then I'm pretty sure Jackson did tell someone to said to them kill yourself, and someone put in the comments saying, "You telling them to kill yourself, you're just stooping to their level. Like what are you doing?" Which is true. Like it
The thing that actually got Jackson banned from my server was because person on it I actually think was on this server bit, Southern Highland. Alien.
I'm not quite sure.
I know for sure Limit recognizes that name because if I'm correct, me and Limit are on a server with him, and also Limit is, if I'm correct, on my fan server.
I left your fan server a little bit ago to clear up rooms for other servers.
Yeah, okay.
So I was leaving a bunch of servers I was not active in.
Yeah, so Highland and Jackson were having a bit of an argument back and forth. Like Highland was saying that Jackson shouldn't tell people to kill themselves, right? And like Jackson, if I'm correct, remember correctly, Jackson responded with, "Why do you care so much?" Highland then said that he had a friend who killed himself.
Yeah.
Right? Which like, I think I agree. You don't talk to someone who knows someone who knows someone who killed themselves about suicide. That's just not a good idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, the thing is, this is personal experience for me. I used to work in a restaurant 2 years ago, and there's this kid who was having an apprenticeship. It was my boss's birthday, and we were saying happy birthday because we had like a WhatsApp group chat that would just like post all the rotas in. This kid who's joined, he had no work ethic whatsoever. He was just like, I can't come in on Saturday. My friend's just killed himself like the night before apparently, and the funeral was on the Saturday, which is like no one's ever arranged a funeral that quick. Like they've got to do all this shit first to like prove that it was a suicide and not a murder or whatever. So people do. I'm just saying. I'm not accusing anyone of saying that though, but people do not in the sense that they're trying. I'm not saying in a sense now. I'm saying that people will try and get sympathy of saying someone they know have killed themselves, and it's just a bit shit.
Oh,
this is from personal experience of mine.
I actually do believe Highland that he about the friend killing himself, because he actually said that recently he had a friend on Reddit who he would RP with, no, like Undertale and Deltarune.
Oh yeah.
That man loves Deltarune and Undertale as much as I love IBC root beer.
Fair enough. Root beer bangs, to be fair.
I actually do have a bottle of root beer right next to me, so let me open it.
I'm just saying, not in Heidi, and I'm not saying. In fact, I'm not saying. I've had people. I'm sorry for your friend, of course, but I'm not saying that.
We all are. Highland. He doesn't actually believe me that I feel bad for him because he thinks that me having all the panic attacks was just. He thinks the whole panic attack thing is just an excuse I made up to get out of all the drama.
Yeah. See, a lot of people do that though. I'm not saying you do, of course, but a lot of people do this.
And
I know a lot of people in real life are doing it. It's very common.
Jackson actually responded to Hylian, or Hylian, however the hell you pronounce that. He'll probably get angry at me for not pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah.
He actually responded to Hylian saying that. Where guess how Jackson responded to that?
Something bad, obviously, in my opinion.
Good. Now they don't have to live in this world anymore.
Oh fucking hell, of course.
Like Jesus, fucking I doubt that's like Savage. I doubt that's something even you would say to troll someone, right? Like,
no.
Nah, you can't say that about someone's friend killing themselves. That's just too fucked up. That's a line.
Like we all agree, like we all agree, like there is a point where that is too far. Like there is a point where something is too offensive.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely crossed the line.
Yeah. So, and then because Jackson was admin, he then removed the general chat on the server, remade it, and then Highland literally like was in this channel like, ban this idiot, ban this man.
Yeah, you can't blame him. Honestly, I do the same thing.
Guess what Jackson's reaction to being banned was?
I'm gonna cut myself or something.
No, he told me that my entire server is full of pedophiles.
All right.
That sounds about right.
Pulled a Durgasuchi, right?
He then made an entire video claiming that Danielle Fratu, I don't really know how to pronounce her name, Highland's girlfriend, is a pedophile. He made a video calling her a pedophile, where he also called everyone on the server a fucking pedophile.
Oh man, this is the antics this community gets into, man. I still can't believe it. I've actually speedrun this shit, Mo.
He's actually
there's still where you need to learn.
This community back maybe I don't even know if it was even a month ago, but dear God, there's been so much drama being back.
Yeah,
there's
I joined at the right time.
The first time Jackson called me a pedophile was like because I was mad at him. He said the reason I was saying all the people on my server aren't pedophiles is because I'm a pedo and I'm defending them. He called me a pedo because he was mad at me.
So basically,
he then proceeded to make an entire video calling me a pedophile because I once made a video trying to play a game that was my phone was recommending to me for some reason, where you have like girls made of plants and you water them.
Right.
Because
Let
Sounds
me guess, it was
epic.
Japanese, wasn't it? Japanese game's gotta be.
at least it's not. Shockingly, it's not Genius Japan Studios.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, great. One moment. My screen recorder's getting in at time limit. Let me pause this recording and start another one.
Sounds good.
Save. Uno. I'll just give it the title of 1 because I really have nothing else to call it. Starting new recording. Let me get to the App Store and just search the Genius. I'll just search Genius Japan, and you'll just see how weird the hell this is. Genius Japan Studios. Let me just get to their thing. They made games such as, and I've actually played some of these games for videos. My Foxy Girlfriend, Dating Sim, My Goddess Girlfriend, Yes, My Demon Queen,
Right.
Ninja Warrior Princess, My Elf Girlfriend, Sexy Mo Era, My Sweet Yandere Stalker, Sexy Yandere, My Girlfriend Loves My Blood, My like it's just a bottomless pit of
Right.
weird.
I would savage to pick one of these out and play it in a video.
To
I'd
be
rather
honest, that
shove a
would-
cactus up my
Yeah.
asshole.
You must.
It's just too. And for some reason, there's even like they even have games where like you play as a guy trying to date his stepsisters, which
That just sounds like every
Oh my
porn video
gosh,
on
step
Pornhub, not
bro.
gonna lie.
like
I'm
I
stuck in
think
the washing machine.
I think we can agree like when we say like it's kind of weird if someone starts like trying to date their stepsister.
The world's a mad
Right?
place. It's honestly fucking a lot. There's inbreds, man. All these inbreds
Mhm.
getting out of hand. Not gonna lie. That's probably why all the we've had. Maybe the DDLC community is filled with them.
Yeah, I've just
We obviously have-
rediscovered
What's that
can
person called?
guarantee
Amanita Ocreata. The inbred.
Yeah, Amanita.
Yeah.
Amanita.
Well, we found one. We found one. Come on.
Literally,
How many more
I've
can you
just
find?
rediscovered a game from Genius Japan Studios that I completely forgot existed till just now. My Jurassic Darling.
Oh my god. I think I've actually heard of that one.
I'm going to read you the description of this. Can you turn these prehistoric babes into the next hit idol group?
Sounds about right.
Oh,
Reading that made me want to rip out my eyeballs.
oh my god.
It's
Right.
like
Okay. If that's it. So, is there any other people in this community that you just don't like? Like, anyone that just hasn't been mentioned by any of us?
Mouse Potato actually.
Mouse Potato, right?
Yeah, Mouse Potato like used to be a friend of mine. Was like he's actually the dev of MC After Story.
Oh, okay.
I have a code. I have like a code I follow basically, which is more of like a Roman code. Semper Fidelis, which is Latin for forever loyal.
I see.
Right, and so like Potato literally broke ties with me after the Pinto ship, saying I went past the point of no return, and that I'm like, and he like basically fully turned on me, which like, and I sort of like despise people who don't also who also aren't like loyal like that, because like I think we can all agree like people who just like can swap like that on a dime aren't good people.
Yeah, you get a lot of two-faced people. I'm just a prick. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I can switch up quickly, but everyone knows I'm a cunt, so.
I literally call myself the professional asshole.
Exactly, I'm a cunt. Like, we all label ourselves different things.
Bro, honestly, you should be giving your title to me, Dirttheif.
And then I'm just the person that does not give a fuck about what anyone really says.
To be honest, Savage, I actually once thought about starting. The original idea for the Professional Asshole podcast was originally me and you talking about things.
That sounds kind of based, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit around for 2 hours rambling about stuff. Yeah, I got shit to do.
I feel like the reason your episode was 2 hours was because me and you just got way too into the conversation.
Yeah, but I was just letting you go at it.
I think, right, with the question I just asked, I'll just say, you've got a VR, don't you, Dirttheif? You need to get,
Yeah, it's actually up there.
we need to,
I love how I say up there when my camera's not on, so you don't know what up there means.
we need to get Mouse Potato a headset, and we need to put you two in a VR boxing ring, alright? And then you call out someone else. KSI versus Logan Paul.
You actually have you have actually reminded me of something.
Put them in a boxing match. Let's dress
What?
up. Make their avatars anime
you
girls.
will
and just
sound
run
up.
Oh no,
it.
nah, we ain't feeding Durgasuchi's fucking fetish right now, bro. We can't be doing
I'll
that, man.
come back.
I know.
Can't be doing that, bro. Nah. Oh dear. Oh man.
Busy.
I love VR. I've got a Valve in.
Well, you at
What
least have
software do you use
at
then?
least you have your art slave.
I'm back.
Hello. Alright. Right.
My apologies for them having to do therapy.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, alright. I've only got like 2 questions, and then I'll get all the others can ask theirs, because I know they're dying to talk. They're gonna have an aneurysm in a minute. But we'll get this, like, so are there any other like communities that you're in?
Stellaris, obviously. I'm literally part of a Stellaris. I'm literally part of a Stellaris Discord server.
Fair enough.
Well, that's
The,
something.
and if I'm correct, it's the Stellaris official server.
Alright. Fair enough.
I love Stellaris so much. I even was asking, like, trying to get like a thing together with like a bunch of YouTubers, like including Savage, and like we would all just like play a game of Stellaris, just like see what happens, just for a little fun. Like, and I think Savage knew that was like a way for like me to try to get people to like me, but it's like, but actually, like, the goal of it was like, my thought process was like, if people see me and like Savage and like some other people can get along, won't like
Anyone
all the
can,
drama and
yeah.
fighting like probably most likely stop.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Mhm.
Would you say you're part of the?
But there would still be there would still be those sticklers.
Yeah, and fittingly, because Stellaris is a space game, I named it Operation Starman.
Alright.
Because there's a starman waiting in the sky.
Would you say you're in the SCP community as well? Or
Yes.
you're not as involved in as like Stellaris and DDLC?
I'm not as involved in the SCP community as I used to be, because like I once made like I forget what it was, but I once made a Reddit post on r/SCP, right? I forget what it was. I think it was like oh yeah, I remember an idea for like a series. I'm like, oh yeah, I could do like an MTF like Epsilon 11 series. It'd be really cool. Anyone like this idea? That post got taken down by the moderators.
Alright.
Because it was an idea and didn't follow their rules.
Oh, fucking Reddit mods, man.
And then
Yeah,
and then I got a DM from a guy named and then I got a DM from a guy named Fresh Security.
Alright.
Or Flesh Security, I'm not sure which one. Which he said, I noticed your post got wrongfully taken down. Yeah, it turns out the guy made another SCP subreddit, r/SCP discussions, which is like a less strict way to talk about SCPs.
Okay. Anyway.
Which actually is the whole reason I came up with Doki DDLC mods discussions.
Alright. Well, anyway,
Actually,
like, what are your plans for the future now? Like, the future of your YouTube or your time on the internet? Like, what's the plans for all that? You got anything planned?
it's like if you all could actually help me with one, it's like getting YouTube to realize my name sells.
Oh, we already know that. We
Well,
already know that.
I mean, like, get YouTube to realize it so I can get my old channel back.
Oh yeah.
That ain't never gonna happen.
That channel has something I need on it.
I will tell you now, your channel will never be restored.
Yeah, talking, me personally talking from experience, it ain't coming back.
It's honestly best if you just restart your channel.
You
It's
did.
like, while I was in therapy, I guess what I found. You know that like Derek Floyd Swanson channel that like uploaded that like me versus Jackson fight video,
Oh yeah. Cool.
right?
Yeah.
He made one of me and Duga now.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
God.
he
Yeah,
was,
I
he
know,
was
I've seen it.
uploading to everyone's Discord.
I haven't watched it. I don't know what this guy's obsession with me is.
Have you seen the Rodney McNutt versus the single shot rifle one?
Yeah.
Because I rarely go on this dude's. I rarely go on like random people's channels because like, what's the point? Like,
Bro, I think the video where he tried to like fix one of your videos was pretty funny.
Right. That's all the questions
It-
I have for you right now.
yeah, oh, one thing. By the way, Savage, like you know how in that video how he had like text like when I was doing stuff and Notsky was speaking on screen.
Yeah.
I actually thought about I actually was thinking about actually putting that in actual videos.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
Limit or Savage, do you want to ask Dirttheif anything? Anything you want to ask him?
Yeah, how do you not realize the sniper is Rose? This is so plainly obvious. I've literally given you proof of it, but yet you continue to allow her around you. I'm telling you, this is a recipe for disaster. She's got something planned. You should get rid of her now.
Yeah, actually, I actually do have proof it's Rose. It turns out there was actually more added to the doc, and
I know there's more added to the doc.
there's a part that calls out Rose for being like this liar and this terrible person. Would Rose really call herself out?
Yes, Rose would be the type of person to call herself out to make it look like it's not her. We all know it. Even Braithen, the top mod of the DDMC, knows it.
It's like, and also Rose probably wouldn't help me.
I believe
She's
that.
not trying to help you. She's got something else planned. I don't know what it is. I don't know. She's done this before, as a matter of fact, to some other dude. So I say cut your ties now. She clearly doesn't like you. I've seen the interactions between the two of y'all.
For some reason, she's proven to be useful. She, for some reason, knows like the answers to every question I need, like how to get a flash drive working again. Because you know how I have flash drive troubles.
Yeah.
New
He's
one
trying
is
to recreate a Pico incident.
no new flash drive. New flash drive. Was trying to restore some footage. Got it write protected, so now I have to figure out how to undo that.
Yeah, but is it worth keeping her around if you know that she's going to talk shit at some point down the line? May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but something is going to happen.
I feel like the Pinto bullshit is good evidence of the fact that I'm good at lying when I need to.
Alright,
It's
Limit.
like,
Oh, sorry. Go for it. Go for it.
I didn't have mine. You're good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Does Limit want to ask Dirttheif for anything? If not, I'll move to everyone in the audience. Is Limit even here? Oh,
Well, my only thing I really want to ask is because I still don't understand that whole bullshit that happened before I joined this side of the internet again with the Pinko, I think it was.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that was some
Can I
guy.
get I want actual what the fuck went on between that.
I actually think I started earlier saying they DM'd me. Well, they'd actually joined the server. I DM'd them asking why they love me. Then the moment they said they're 11 years old, I'm like, great, an alt here trying to get me to be a pedophile. So I'm like, yeah, I'll play along, see how long this goes, because back then I was kind of an idiot. I've kind of gotten a bit smarter now.
street smart.
You rose your IQ by 2.
Still a level up.
Proof that I've gotten
Makes you feel smarter, apparently.
proof that I've gotten smarter is the fact that normally I would be mad about that, but I'm not.
Right.
I like to poke jokes, so of course I'm gonna say that considering I can get 2 master's degrees in under 6 years.
Impressive.
Right, Dementor. I'm gonna get Dementor now, or Dementia, whatever. He changes his name everywhere. All right, coming in, man.
He actually once tried to remake. This is actually really funny. He actually once tried to recreate a Pinto situation
Yes.
where he was pretending to be a 16-year-old girl.
It's quite funny. It's quite funny.
Literally,
Anyway,
my entire plan to get him to stop was just to repeatedly say more detail.
yeah, I know it didn't work though.
My plan was just to annoy you into going away.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work.
Anyway, I'm guessing you have a question?
Yes. Why do you keep asking everyone for help? Like you're asking me for help. You're asking anyone for help. Why?
Because I want my old channel back, and that's something I really desperately need.
All right. Well, we get that, but once something is terminated, it's really hard to get back. So we can't actually help you on that. We have no clear evidence that it was false. We only have evidence that it was true. So the odds of you getting your channel back are slim to nothing. And
I
that's
calculated I can give him a solid 5%.
I mean, we can give you some like luck that you might get it back, but you're probably not going to. Team YouTube can be a bitch sometimes.
Team Reddit is worse. Literally, when I tried to appeal the like IP ban that I got because of a femboy subreddit got mad at me, guess what it was? Like it says it said an AI will look at it, and then not even like a minute later, I got your appeal has been rejected.
That's all AI mods at this goddamn point.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
literally.
Like it's like
They just don't work.
it's like maybe like you should actually look at an appeal with a person, so you can tell if the appeal actually is good.
Because the AI will scan through your typing history, will determine whether what you said is good or bad. So what people don't know is that sometimes they have like their own subreddit with like a bunch of people or bots, and they'll say nice things so that they can overwrite bans, which has happened lots of times.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like what's the point of having the support teams if they're not even going to support anything?
Well, they want people to give them security. So
Like yeah, like actually if I'm correct, it's actually like Team YouTube and like Reddit support exist so that like they can't get in trouble.
Right. Is that everything now? Because Mo wants to ask a question. Oh, it's
But am I understandable?
yeah, we can hear you.
You sound
Alright.
6 years old.
Dirt, I got 2 questions for you.
Please do not call me Dirt. I do not appreciate being called Dirt. Like I said before, it makes me sound like
I
I'm.
got 2 questions for you.
Would you rather be called thief?
You know, just call me the cat guy. Just call me the cat guy.
I'm gonna just call you something.
Cat guy, what's your opinion on Andrew Tate?
I don't really know much about the guy, but the guy seems like an interesting person, to say the least.
So you call human trafficking interesting, alright.
Well, by interesting, I mean like the guy has a very interesting and eventful life.
Do you own a Bugatti, Dirt Thief?
What?
What color is your Bugatti?
What color? Yeah, what color is your Bugatti?
It
I don't
depends
have
on
a
which one you
car.
are referring to.
I don't have my license. Why would I have a car?
You don't get the joke.
Yeah, you don't really know. Yeah. Nah, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, you got one more. Go for it.
Yes. Dirt, who should I 1v1 next?
Again,
What?
1v1?
who should you 1v? Who should Maul 1v1 next?
What?
I'm
You know what, go for Prime Mike Tyson.
Just look in interview chat.
Alright.
Like, if I'm being asked who someone should 1v1, I would like to know what it's in
Is it
first.
the video? Is it the video?
Oh, those stupid like me versus like Duga Sushi thing.
Yes, which one out of this entire community should I 1v1 next?
So which two people should he do it on, basically?
Actually, I just thought something that actually I think we can all agree would be an interesting fight. Jackson and Duga.
I'm
Got
down
it.
for that. I'm down for that.
Well,
That'd be
yeah,
interesting. That'd be
that sounds
interesting.
epic.
Actually, there actually are a bit about me that you actually got wrong in your video. In the video of like me versus Jackson. I know Savage knows about this, but I don't know if anyone else does. I'm a fucking black belt.
But can you take drones out from the sky?
I have weapons. I'm
Oh.
trained in kamas, which are little sticks with blades. I have bow staff. I legit have nunchucks.
The
Well,
Dirt Thief is capable of spinning jaws.
I work in software engineering, mechanical engineering, and robotics.
Oh, also Dirt. I mean,
That-
Matt, Femboy, Catboy. Have you even seen that video that I just sent?
Which one is it?
Durga Sushi versus Dirt Thief.
I actually. I didn't. I saw that, but I didn't watch it yet because I was doing this and therapy.
Oh wow!
Can you watch it now? Just give us your general thoughts.
Live reaction time. Let's go.
Oh man.
Why is it?
Oh dear. The silence.
Here is a question. What the hell is this song?
It's a song that's used for edits on YouTube,
Puppy.
which generates more views, which means that I get more money. How the
Yeah,
algorithm
it's
works
kind of
here,
this.
Hey
Catboy.
Maul.
Oh,
Hey
dear.
Maul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you in DMs real quick after this.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, can we stop with the calling me a pedophile bullshit before like some random person sees it and calls the cops on me?
Alright.
Here's
You're
Maul.
Bro, they're gonna call the cops on a
You're wrong.
17-year-old for being a pedophile. Yeah, right.
A woman
Here's
was
my
arrested for praying outside an abortion clinic.
Right. Okay. All right.
Real quick-
James or Nova? Who wants to put your hands up? Who you want in?
Whoever puts their hand up first comes in first.
Is James even here? Yeah, Nova's here.
Oh, Nova. Oh yeah, Nova can just join.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah, of
he's
course.
Say we
Alright.
rank his name.
The main man. No.
All right.
Hello, lad.
All right. Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're good,
Yeah.
Nova.
Being chilling.
Being chilling. Okay. Okay. Let me think on this. Okay. Dirt. I have a question. I thought about this for a while, and maybe I don't know. It's just why do you? Okay. I have a question. Why do you want to make another Kodonoa mod, even though the last one kind of fell off and kind of messed up on production and everything? No, there's nothing towards you. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Well, if I'm correct in my current thinking, I feel like I have an inability to give up on things. So I think we all can agree I most likely do.
Take the OG
Yeah.
for example. Yeah, giving on that.
But like, I don't want to harp on you, but this stuff like kind of takes time. You do need like really good people to know how what they're doing, like programmers, artists, writers, and stuff. And like from the last drama that you were in, you were kind of on like a strict deadline, which that's usually not a good idea. Like most games will take like a little bit. Like Blue Sky, for example, took like 2 years or something like that to make. But
I actually
it kicked a
I actually
bit.
made the
But,
deadline
yeah,
during the
continue.
panic attack. The week-long deadline. The first deadline, because there was 2 deadlines. The first one was at the start of the drama when I had like the first few panic attacks, and it was like me trying to get the mod team to leave me, even though they wouldn't at that point, because I started to think that the world was all against me.
Yeah, I can see that, but I don't know.
And then
Yeah, I could do
the
see
next
that.
deadline was actually because Mouse Potato said there should be a working demo by the end of this week.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh,
yeah,
there should be a working demo by the end of this week. I announced it, and I did not mean that as a deadline. That was actually meant to be like a little like announcement trailer, like, oh, there'll be a thing soon.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
We've got James
Well-
in here now as well, so he's ready after you. Oh, if you're
All
good,
right.
I'm cutting everyone off at the moment. Sorry.
So am I, to be
No,
honest.
you're fine. I'm trying to find another thing to ask him, but I'm just flabbergasted. I don't know.
Oh,
I guess I guess I don't know. I don't know. I guess just I don't know. I'll let James answer his question. I'm kind of slow with
If
this.
you want him to,
but,
while you look for it, James can ask his, and then we'll go back to you.
All right, at the moment,
Yeah,
I
James,
was
you can
going
get-
to ask about all the Monica stuff. You know, the cat Monica and all that. When or why did you start the stuff like that? Where did it start?
It actually started from like, you know how in Just Yuri, how she can put on the cat ears.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah.
Yeah, that happened, and I used it as a joke, and for some reason I found it really funny. And then I realized I could do it to Monica. And I'm like, yeah, let me continue this joke. Let me make this stupid thing funnier for some reason.
So did you edit the images that are in there to make it look
No,
like
there actually is a thing that for Monica After Story, you actually can give her cat ears.
So that's that like an extra.
It's labeled a cat ear headband.
I never understood it, but I never understood that whole cat ear thing.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. Like, I mean, I get that it's part of the anime franchise, but still.
I used it. I used it as a joke. Like literally, and like you said, editing. I actually did. I actually edited the ears onto Sayori and Natsuki for the cat Natsuki and cat Sayori pants. Which is why there are times
like a template out of it. I've seen people have made a template out of it now, like saying like the way you title your videos. You're like, I tell Cat Monica I've done this. People have started like making some mad like edits because you can go to inspect element and change it all.
Yeah, there's this one thing I did at the time, like when I despised you. I made like a little mock title saying I tell Cat Monica I go to prison for being pedophile to several kids. But
sorry,
yeah,
I'm a little sick.
it was more or less just like a joke or something. I can't remember, but yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go mute and stay in this channel as we speak.
Yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine with jokes unless I'm having a panic attack. Like, unless I'm having a panic attack, I'm cool with stuff.
All right. Well,
understandable.
I think I have one more question, and that might be it. But I guess my final question is, do you have any like ways of like branching out your content a little bit? Like any ways you would like to do, like anything like commentary stuff, like gaming stuff, like some sort of stuff like that?
I do have the Stellaris. I do have Stellaris stuff. I do recently have Halo, which is a thing that I'm doing now.
Oh, okay.
And also, you have me playing the game with the yelling gun. Or the gun that never shuts up.
High on Life. Oh, I played through that. It's so good.
I made my dad try that just to see his reaction. He can only get like 17 minutes in.
Yeah, nah, it's a good game.
Also, I accidentally discovered something recently that was gonna be a video, but I couldn't find a way to get it working.
Alright.
This may sound familiar to you. There is a thing out there called Bible Man: A Fight for Faith.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm
There is a
something like that. Oh god.
there is a Bible Man video game somewhere out there.
That's
Oh, that
awesome.
sounds epic.
Jesus
Someone made
Christ, man. That sounds awesome.
Someone made
Like-
an
like-
But
RPG
anyways,
of the Columbine
Dirt,
shooting.
My
I don't know if you guys
my
heard of it.
advice: don't try and make like this play format, because back then, like a few years ago, those were popular, but nowadays people don't do that. What I recommend is like taking a good chunk of gameplay and just like cutting it down to like the best parts. Don't like make a long form video like like how DSP does it. Just like don't do that. That's like
Yeah.
my best way of doing it, would just getting the best parts and just getting the best reactions. That'd be my thing.
Yeah, actually,
Uh-oh.
I actually play. There's actually one video where I probably couldn't cut out the best part, cut out anything, because all of it would be the best part, and that is where a video where I played the KFC dating simulator.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
remember
thing.
that.
Bro.
KFC dating simulator. Holy crap.
It's called
I have
"I Love
never
You,
played
Colonel
such a
Sanders."
thing.
Bro, I love Colonel Sanders
Also, I'm
too. Have you seen him?
I know one person
Off
that would
question.
love that.
And like you know that you know that like anime Colonel Sanders thing where it's like he's like trying to do like a super attractive pose.
Yeah.
That's from that.
I know exactly. I know one person that I know would just love this. It's this person that actually is very fucking depressed. He's hated by many, kind of like Durga, except way worse. But yeah, he loves Colonel Sanders. He wants to even like impersonate that dude.
He
I'm not
wants to.
Also,
Have,
He
wants to have
He
his
even
way.
says he wants to be the next Colonel Sanders.
What?
SB, can I ask one more question? And you can put me on like you can put me back where I'm muted and everything if you want.
One thing
But,
first. One thing first. I actually was going to mention that. Actually, two things first. The thumbnail. I actually used the thumbnail, the actual anime, like attractive, hot Colonel Sanders thing. To be honest, that's weird to say, hot Colonel Sanders. That just feels weird. I used that as the thumbnail, and I put fonts saying "Sexy Sanders."
The fuck?
That felt weird to type. Also, me and my dad are now also doing videos where we react to movies. Movies we've reacted to. One might sound familiar is House Shark.
Oh yeah.
For
God,
my
brother.
failed
Anyway.
attempt at a movie night because some brats ruined it. And then it was The Velocipaster.
I haven't heard of that one.
Mm.
Wait,
Well,
I have
someone's
yeah,
gonna
well-
ask something. Sorry, who was that?
Yeah, I just had to
Yeah,
say those two things before my mind went random.
I'll say this: as much as the stuff that you've done and everything, you're not. I don't feel like you're a bad person. I just feel like you've done
Yeah,
things like
Misunderstood.
that on accident, or either like you didn't know any better or something like that. Unlike Durga, which he's actually just like a degenerate pedophile and deserves to off himself. I'm just joking about offing himself though, but he's just completely like a retard. But you on the other hand, there are just more like, I don't know. I don't say this, but you're more. I don't think I'm calling you stupid. Just think of like a little naive. Just like a little no. You just, I don't know. I'm just trying to be nice. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be like harping on you or being rude. Just I think you can like redeem yourself. I think you can like have redemption. I think in some shape or form. You know what I mean?
I
It could be
think the
big, it
whole
could be small,
me
but
making an entire song to tell Duga to fuck off added to that redemption.
And I'm hoping
Yeah.
this like interview does
I
help
mean,
with some of that. It clears some of the stuff. up, get it
Yeah,
through
I
your
kind of forgot to ask this. Why is Durga always being an ass to you and stuff like that? When did that drama start?
Me, Duga.
Durga is just
He's
the
always been
IQ of a
one.
rock.
He's always been one.
And when did the drama start?
Like, after Savage made his diss track on me, Duga actually sent it to me on the account he was using to NSFW RP with me, which is I hate the fact that I went through with that because I was confused. Where, right, saying, "Oh, he'll make a video on me." He then made as many videos on me, where he once said this: "Either we do it in the office, or I make a diss track on you in the Pokemon Go community."
Wow.
Bruh.
Also, what is with
And the Pokemon Go part is probably the weirdest because I have nothing to do with Pokemon Go. Like did he associate me with Pokemon Go because I once made a video on is Pokemon Go worth it after all these years? Like,
I think that's
Mhm.
everything now, though.
That game's.
Is there anything you want to ask us or any of us, Dirttheif?
Actually, I have one more question. You
Ask away, man.
sent a doc in one server to me. How did you get your hands on that doc?
What doc specifically?
He's talking about the secret dog that he kept himself.
Yeah, the read this .docx.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, turns out for some reason, and I don't know if Magma knows this, but you know Abyssal, right?
Yeah.
Turns out there was a fake him on the server. So I actually got that from Abyssal, who thought it was a doc you made about me calling me a pedo.
Oh, what?
Let me read.
This fake Abyssal hacked into Savage's computer or whatever for that document.
Well, I'll tell you right now, only a handful of people even knew about that.
I don't even know anything about it.
Well, now
It
you
was a
do.
doc meant to expose Rose.
I'll read the messages where he says that you. I'll read the messages where he says you made a doc calling me a pedophile. I said because he had a screenshot of a message showing this fake one talking to Magma. He then said, I asked him where he got that screenshot. His response is, that document Savage made.
Yeah, I never made a doc. That Xavier made that.
Well, to be honest, Savage, you've probably made a doc to write things down.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about a doc, to expose someone like that, bro. Obviously, I make docs when I'm writing my scripts.
Yeah, that whole thing was a joke.
Oh.
And then you get this from Abyssal. Savage is a fucking prick. People think you're a pedo.
Okay.
Savage, you can be a prick sometimes, but overall, you're just not.
I think, in my opinion, everyone can be a prick.
Yeah, I can agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Everyone under the sun can definitely be a prick.
100%. Look at me, bro.
Look at me when I live in a cave.
Right. Is there anything you want to ask us, Dirttheif, before we end this?
Savage, when I think I may have asked you this before, I'm not too sure, but when you first heard of me, what was your original thought?
Wow, this guy's an idiot.
How very nice of you.
I thought, okay. I know this ain't a part. I know this ain't my question, but when I first heard of you and started looking you up, no offense, I thought of you as Chris Chan. Not future Christian, Chris Chan back in 2007 to early to late 2010s.
I don't
That's
know
what I
who
thought.
that is.
You don't
You don't know
who
who Chris Chan
is.
Man.
The most documented person in human history.
My mother never let me play Halo
Jesus
till right now because she thought it was too violent for me.
Bruh. Look into Christian. There are so many parallels between you two, it's not even funny.
Oh,
you need to.
I have a very interesting question for Dirttheif real quick.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did Llama get your mom's phone number?
I actually,
himself.
you remember the advice video Savage made, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, I made a reaction to it. My mom called during the reaction. I forgot she called and forgot to censor it.
Oh,
Yeah, he leaked his mother's phone number.
What
By
is it?
accident.
oh wow.
Like, it
Like,
wasn't
you
on
just straight
purpose.
up edit anything.
Oh god.
Because I didn't even notice that I did it.
Why were you using your phone to record a reaction to a YouTube video? You have a computer for a reason.
My computer doesn't like to work very much.
Sounds
Okay.
like a nigger.
My computer doesn't have a mic. I'm using my phone.
Hey, it's something at least.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the one that had
Yeah,
to
at least if I don't
I'm
sound,
the one that had to tell him.
if I don't sound terrible, that's all that matters.
Man, Nova. You sound just fine. You sound just
Good. Good.
Right.
Bro, Dirt, I can help you make your videos. I can help you make your videos, dog. We could play Overwatch 2 together. I'm joking. I'm just
Overwatch 2? No,
I'm
we're
just
gonna
pick-
play some Overwatch.
I've actually made some Overwatch 2 videos with my dad, which were surprisingly fun.
All right.
You know,
Play
you need to
Overwatch
make
2 with your
Overwatch
dad?
videos with me and Nova.
All right.
Play Overwatch 2 with your
I think is that everything done?
I
one-
think so. Yeah.
Oh, would you like to know what my most recent about? Would you like to hear my most recent DMs with Duga?
Oh, go
Yeah,
on.
yeah, let's
Let's
hear
go
it,
on
let's
then.
hear it.
Go on then.
Because they're actually because you get to see me be my most like smart ass self if I can find them. That is, where is it? That's not it. For some reason, there's a lot of deleted accounts on my DMs. For some reason,
His name currently, I think, is deleted user.
No, it's like dot
Yeah,
with a
dot,
black
dot, dot,
code
dot.
list.
Oh, so he changed it again.
Yeah, turn into
Yeah.
a nigger.
I really
I
hope
for
he
some
doesn't-
reason found a random person from Fruits.
Hope
Uh,
that's
wait,
something.
I blocked. Where is it? That's not it. Where are the? This is it. Found it. This is just glorious. These are hilarious. Literally, before I
Screenshot and
blocked
post it.
this dude's reaction to me saying I'm gonna block him for being annoying was literally to send like entire paragraphs pinging me.
yeah. I remember him doing that.
You're-
It was like limits or
You're gonna
James'
send me the
server.
that hedgehog is a bitch ass motherfucker thing like multiple times, and didn't respond because he's a degenerate. Anyway,
So the recent ones, actually start with me accusing Duga of being the fake me, because I think we can all agree most likely it's him.
The fake Durga, the fake Dirt Thief account is Durga.
Yeah.
Like
He
literally
confirmed
is
that to me in DMs.
Yeah, yeah. So like, and then I ask if he's in school because you know how bad his English is.
Yeah, he sounds like Walter White Jr.
Guys,
Yeah.
for real, dog.
He says no, that he's already in that he's not in school. And then I say, when was your highest English grade?
He don't go to school.
He
he's
responds
hanging
with
around schools, waiting for the children to come out.
You know what's sad?
The only grade he participated in was
I've never
preschool,
my
and then he
entire
dropped
life.
out.
And I have more friends
He
than
then
Durga has.
responds.
That's
He then responds with the dumbest thing ever. He says, "Are you a dumbass? Is that my question to you?"
What?
Makes sense.
What does that even mean? And then I say, I'm guessing you failed English. And then he's like, tells me about the interview. And then he realizes I said that I'm guessing he failed English. He, in all caps, I did not.
Yes, you did.
And then I say, why are you so bad at it? And I bring back the hairy legs joke. He then says the interview is on Friday the 13th of that week, when
He's
that was
bullshitting.
like the second. It's not how numbers work.
So that was, I basically set it to like some random date because obviously I didn't know at the time. I didn't know if you were gonna do it, and then you did, and then I was pretty, and I changed it obviously once we spoke to each other about it. But oh man, after ever since after like you confirmed you were doing this, he just would not leave me alone, like, at all.
It's Duga. He, you know what? You know, I think I've even said this during Savage's like my chat with Savage on my podcast, that Duga Sushi is like one of those toxic fans where like he does something and then thinks that he's like isn't deserving of this reward because he's like he literally once said, "There's nothing more better than being a friend of Savage's."
Yeah, I think he was just trolling.
And like judging by the way he acts, though, I think you'd agree. Like, Duga picks a person, be it you, Savage, me, or like SP, and just like sort of like has like a thinks of them as like some sort of like a god.
Yeah. So at the end of my video on him, Redacted sent me a picture of how he acts towards people, because he spoke to some guy who's known him in another community, and apparently he just won't rest until like get what he wants.
Well, it's Duga. That makes sense.
Yeah.
My DMs with Duga get better. He then responds to the hairy legs thing with a don't care. I then explain to him how math works, and I say today is the 2nd. I say his math is terrible. He then says that he should definitely get Llama to call my parents again and let them know what I'm doing on the internet. What bad thing am I doing? I'm just messing with him, right?
It's
Yeah.
Then it gets better. I respond with, you know, unless you do something, I forget you exist. Oh, so right, like literally, unless Duga does something, I forget he exists. And I say, Llama will join me at laughing at you, or like Savage. I think you can agree with me when I say, Llama hates Duga more than he hates me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then Duga says this. Nah, he will pretend to call your parents again.
alright.
How is that a threat? That's just like,
I don't know, man. He's
like,
weird.
that just would.
The guy's an NPC.
That-
For real.
That would be pointless for like. And then Savage, this may sound like you. I tell him that he needs to learn to take a joke. He says that he's been told that many times.
I think
True,
Dirttheif
true.
is just a side quest at this point, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I tell him.
He's that NPC.
Yeah, I literally respond to that with, "Well, you should," and then I say, "Man, I sound like Savage."
Alright, I think that's it then. Like,
And then he brings up the fact that I laughed at my dad and gets mad at it, and then gets mad at the fact that I wasn't trying to invite him onto the podcast with the goal of trying to talk things out with him. And then he says he wants to see if I'm on VC on my server, and then like throws a fit. I ban him with the reason, and I think you'll love this reason. Duga, fuck off.
Oh yeah, you sent a picture of that.
Yeah. And he says then he's gonna make a meme, and then he asks me to unban him and Dementia for some reason.
Alright.
And then he says, "Have you unbanned me yet? Send me a new invite. Unban me. We can fix things. Send me a new invite." And then I tell him to shut up, or I block him. And then he does that thing. Turns out, guess what he did?
What?
To get unbanned, he threatened one of my admins.
Sounds like him.
Like the guy literally said. Like the guy literally said to me that like Duga scared him.
The fuck?
Right.
Like
The fuck?
Alright, I think this is like 2 hours long. It's dragged out for a bit now, but thank
Yeah, I
you
know.
to
This is
everyone.
very strange.
Thank you for everyone, especially you, Dirttheif, for like coming to talk to us.
Yeah,
because
thank
like
you.
if I wasn't here, this entire interview wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys,
Thanks for eventually.
Alright, everyone
What?
start
Shut up, Mo.
giving this guy a round of applause.
I'm
Yeah.
getting Durga to join back.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Also,
You can troll
we gotta give a
back.
special thanks to Savage SBPS SBP making the whole thing and trying to get Durga and Dirttheif to do this. So Massive respect. And Dirttheif, thanks for coming. I really do appreciate it. It's nice to talk to you, man. It's really good.
I'm hoping this.
I may joke with you a lot. I just look out for you. I just look out for you.
I'm hoping
You
this
know.
gets a lot of people to realize that.
Like, I'm not such a bad guy.
Exactly. Once they see your side of things,
Yeah.
hopefully it'll calm down. And
Also,
it's-
Savage, let me know if you want to do those, like, if you want to, like, me to show you those videos to see how you react. And also, let me know if you want to do the Stellaris thing I mentioned, the Operation, like, Starman thing, because that is actually a good idea, just getting a bunch of people together and doing a Stellaris game.
All right, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Because I think you can all agree that is actually just like a little, that could actually be kind of fun.
little project. All right.
Also,
I was
Sat-
gonna invite. I was trying to invite Yandere, but I was trying to invite Yandere, but like he hates me because like you know how, there's like, you know, when he was on his break.
Who, Yandere Gaming?
Yes, him.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm in his
Yeah.
server.
I made like, I think it was a community post or something. I forget what it was exactly, saying that I support him. And then when he came back, I'm like, just so you know, I also supported you. I'm like, I know this might sound attention seeking, but this isn't. This is me just trying to let you know that you have more support than you believe. Now, that's like a nice thing to do, right? And then I thought, oh, we're both depressed. How about you come on the podcast and we can see if we can help each other get better with our depression.
Fair enough.
That
Yeah,
made the guy
well,
have like
anyway.
a full blown. That made Yandere have like a full blown shit fit, and like,
Right.
and act like I was this like terrible person. And like, it's like, I'm like, dude, all I did was ask you to join a podcast so we could see if we could help make each other better with our depression.
Oh, by the way, yeah,
Depression,
I'll,
so-
as a thanks, I'll link your podcast in the video's description.
I
So
should
you can check
probably
it
send you a link
Yeah.
to the full
Wait,
thing, because I
guys.
just sent you a link to one.
out. So,
one episode.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming.
Subscribe
I
to
know,
Walter White.
for fuck's sake.
I don't really think me and Savage need to advertise our channel, since we're like, at this point, if I'm correct, we're like two of the most well-known people in the DDLC mods community.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm doing my thing. My channel doesn't need to be pronounced, even though I have
Hello,
nothing on
I'm
it
Nova.
yet.
This is like
Here,
being 2
let me
hours long,
advertise.
man. I was
Hello,
not
I'm
anticipating
Nova.
this.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
you go
thank
ahead.
you for everyone. Honestly, thank you. I did not expect for us
Yeah.
to go as well as it did, even though it might have been a bit too long.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Thank you very much,
Yeah, well,
honestly.
And
Well, this
pleasure.
is probably gonna be the longest episode of my podcast, and for some reason, I can add a flag to my own podcast.
Fair
Dirt
enough.
Podcast. Subscribe to Walter White.
Why would I make it? Why would I
Well-
make a? Why would I make a?
Okay,
One-
I'm gonna end that here now.
This
but
is
anyway,
fun, though.
So
This-
thank you. Yeah, podcast.
We should do this more.
Check
You
the
know what?
podcast
I have an
out
idea.
tomorrow.
I have an idea. All of us, like, we should do this like as an actual thing. Like, this should just be a podcast in general.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, fuck, I'm in
We
for it.
did
It
over
basically
my
has turned into
podcast
one.
thing. It would be like a
Yeah, like-
co-podcasting for the Clubcast.
Yeah, like that just
Yeah.
like popped. That idea just popped into my head. I have a weird habit of getting random ideas out of thin air.
All right. Anyway, thank
Well,
you for
wait,
everyone
let's
who's watched.
end it.
All right,
I
thank you
will.
everyone. We're now going to.
Yeah, enjoyed if you've somehow watched all the way through this. And yeah, this has been the Dirttheif Interview.